So over time, I've traveled a lot, a lot of people, okay? But the most bizarre question, and this is what this video is about, it's about the most bizarre question I have been asked. Okay, here it is. What is it like being an Arab? And in that moment, I became engaged in seconds. I really wanted to answer the question. Okay, I really wanted to answer the question, and my mind in that moment, okay, was thinking, what does he mean? What does he mean? Does he mean language? Does he mean linguistically, like being surrounded by other Arabic-speaking people, like by the mother tongue? Like a lot of people take that for granted, but it's very comforting. It's very comfortable. Reading, writing in Arabic, reading the literature in Arabic. I really enjoy it. It's been quite a nice thing, you know. And the dialects across the Arab world, they change quite immensely. Like between North Africa, the Middle East, the Gulf. I mean, if I meet a Moroccan person, I can kind of understand what they're saying, but not entirely, because they are a francophone culture, you know, and the way the Arabic has developed over time with French, it makes it a bit difficult for me to understand, but it's wonderful. And then my mind went back to, what is it like being an Arab? Like, what does he mean? Does he mean religion? Like, does he, like, you know, because in the media, in American media or like on TV, an Arab is associated with being Muslim, and that's a very tiny perspective. I mean, yes, okay, yes, there are Muslim Arabs, but kaman there are Christian Arabs, there are Jewish Arabs, there are Durzi Arabs, there are even Buddhist Arabs. Like, I was like, what does he mean? Does he mean, you know, like the socio-religious fabric that I have been lucky enough to grow up in? It really, like, you know, it really engaged my personality from a very young age. So then I thought, like, does he mean the food? You know, does he mean the food? Like, I mean, Arabic food is wonderful. It really is. It has depth of flavors that ignite the soul. No, I can't describe, especially Arabic food in the Arab world. Like, you know, for me, it has been very different than Arabic food outside the Arab world. Not to say better or worse, but for me, in the Arab world, it's like the flavors are very different. It's either that they are sourced differently, or, you know, or they taste different in that region. But it's really wonderful. Like, you know, and I have a talent for being invited to lunches and dinners. The eating part is very important for me. Like, I really enjoy it. So then I thought that's a very bizarre question. It's a little bit unfair. I was like, you know, being asked what it's like being an Arab is like, it's like me asking what is it like being European or being American. I mean, these are very broad terms, you know, that are brush stroking over regions, you know, regions of the world, of the planet, you know. So I look at him and I'm like, do you want to ask me that question again? Like, do you want to rephrase your question? And he's like, yes. Where are you from? Let's get to the point. And that, my friends, I'm going to talk about in the next video.